All right, everyone, welcome to today's live stream. I'm your host, Jaden Sterling, and Happy New Year to you. Another year, another exciting equity market. We noticed that we started off the year with a U.S. invasion in Venezuela. I'm sure you've all heard of that by now, and there's controversy around that, of course, a lot of controversy in terms of, the reasons why people have said it could be the oil, it could be silver. The narrative, U.S. narrative, is because of the drugs exported into the U.S. We don't know. I don't know if we'll ever know. But regardless, it is sending the commodities through the roof. I mean, across the board, you're seeing silver new highs, gold new highs, copper, palladium, platinum, a lot on the move right now, and it just seems like these are going to continue their robust moves. So far this week, not a whole lot in terms of earnings being reported. We're seeing, as you can see on my screen, very, very few for this week. And really nothing major at all, which isn't a surprise. The first week back in trading usually is rather slow. But things are definitely heated up in the precious metals, in the commodities. And this comes to my number one industry pick for the year, sector pick, which is copper. I think that copper historically has, it's been suppressed, just like silver was for many, many, many years, many decades. And same with the copper price. Copper is needed for, here we go, $5.99 USD. Copper is needed for all kinds of industrial applications. And this theme for this year, you're going to start to see more and more AI data centers built, and they need copper for the wires, the wiring in those data centers. So we're just going to see copper continue to go higher. You can play that a few different ways. You can buy mining companies in that space, or you can buy an ETF, which has multiple mining companies. If you don't want to select a company on your own, you can certainly buy an ETF that will go higher as the copper price hits higher as well. So going into today's trading, big moves in the equity markets. Look at that Dow up almost 800 points, 1.65%. NASDAQ, a nice move on the NASDAQ. The S&P 500 starting out strong this week. Really good indication of there's been a lot of stimulus added to the equity markets, a lot of purchasing. And it looks to me like that is going to continue to move these markets. So I know there's so much doom and gloom out there about the equity markets and about the, high valuations and bubble this and bubble that. But, the reality is that there continues to be buying in these markets, and I don't see that slowing down whatsoever. So a couple interesting movers. Micron's had a huge move over the last month. Jeez, unbelievable. Since their earnings printed, they have performed very, very well. First Majestic continuing to go up almost 7% today. It did hit up 10% today. It pulled back. So it touched that $18 mark and pulled back, but still a really great play for silver investors in this market. So, my best recommendation is to be an investor who is expecting to make great results this year. I think we really do get what we expect in life. And when you when you're expecting good things tend to happen. Have you noticed that in your life? So I'm going to encourage all of you to quiet the external noise, the noise that keeps saying, this market's overblown or it's too high. Frankly, I'm not seeing that. I think there are certain sectors that have got slightly ahead of themselves, but there was a pullback in October, and there's now if we hadn't had that pullback, maybe I'd feel differently. But because we did, I think that we're going to continue to see an outstanding equity market, and you want to be a part of it. You don't want to be left on the sidelines of this out of fear. I think it's really important to continue to be confident with your money, with your investments, and let the stock picker help you pick stocks. Let it help you find winning companies. When we have a 5-star rated on a stock, that is an extreme buy situation, like buy it now, strong buy. I think you can feel confident knowing that your money is safe in the. Now, this is not financial advice. I have to say this is we've created the software for you to find winning stocks, not to tell you what to do. So, just listen to what I have to say, and then process it through your own thought process of, well, how do you feel about the equity markets? How do you feel about everything that is happening in this marketplace, and how comfortable do you feel investing? And you can invest in many ways. You can buy the physical gold and silver as well. You can have that on your possession, as opposed to just staying with the paper money in these sectors, the commodity sector. So, because we're still seeing, like, even though silver has had such a run up, this company, First Majestic Silver Corp, the price is being totally manipulated, and it should be sitting at around $20 to $22 a share. But once it runs up, then the shorts come in, the institutional shorts, and drive it back down. That's what you're seeing with this stock, is that type of price action. The shorts just yanking it all over the place. And it's unfortunate, but there's no stopping it. There's no the SEC will not step in and make any changes to that type of investment strategy. So when stocks run up in this field, they're doing their best to intentionally keep the price suppressed in the mining stocks. You just wait, though. When these earnings start to come out with these mining companies, oh my gosh, there's going to be no stopping these stocks. That's why you're seeing the cap, the lid put on some of these stock prices. For example, this First Majestic, you're seeing it now because earnings haven't come out yet. Once earnings come out, you're going to start to see a return for this stock like you just can't believe. So we've got it sitting here right now. It did, like I mentioned earlier, touched over 18 a share today. The MFI is still in the buy range at 45. So, look at the bars here, the red. You got a green one and then 2 reds. I mean, that's kind of looks like a sort of a standard trading pattern here with this stock. So don't be scared out of your positions, out of your physical gold and silver, or out of your paper with these mining companies, because these mining companies are going to have a phenomenal year. Just wait. It'll catch up to these miners, and when these earnings start to come out, you're going to be happily surprised. So that's all I've got for you today. Hope you have a fantastic week. And next Monday, I'm going to change the time of these live streams to 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Please make that change in your calendar, and we'll certainly send notification out to remind you, and we'll list it on this website as well, Sterling Stock Picker. So again, thank you for your amazing support. We are thrilled that you're here with us on this journey. We're going to have an incredible year. We're working diligently behind the scenes, putting together some awesome, awesome offerings for you, and we will certainly let you know about those when we're a little closer to launching them.